They're talking to it, they're talking sense.
This is a bluff. Iranians didn't have any contacts with the Americans.
I'm the opposite of desperate. I don't care. Can I reveal the president?
Why is ICE at airports? Do they just like watching brown people leave? You know? ICE gets to the airport. I spent my whole airport career pretending like I'm Mexican. Now, I have to switch back? Damn, bro. Damn, man. I've been practicing, being like, orale, you know what I mean? Just like, TSA, SA. You know? But yeah, you know, it's you got ICE airports and shit, and it's fucking crazy. I mean, if you don't know what ICE is at the airports now, because there's a government shutdown. Okay, Pleasanton. The government is it's the people we pay our monies to. You ever look at your paycheck and be like, where did that go? The government. That's what the government is. And so the government is they're in a partial shutdown as opposed to a full shutdown. They're like, we're kind of here, we're kind of not. They're working from home, basically. And they're out of shutdown because the Democrats and the Republicans cannot agree on how to fund ICE and how ICE should operate, okay? The Democrats are basically like, hey, let's fund them a little less and give them some restrictions. You know, maybe they can only pull their gun 3 times a day, you know what I mean? And the Republicans are like, fuck that, 6, you know what I mean? And so they're like, all right, let's close the meeting now. We'll get back at this next year. And so they're in a shutdown because they can't decide how to allocate funds to ICE. And so as a result, because of their shutdown, a lot of government employees are not getting paid. And who is basically affected by this? TSA, our trusted friends down at the airport, okay? And listen, a lot of people make fun of TSA, but that's a hard job. It's a lot of like this, you know what I mean? You gotta like this, it's a lot of this. A lot of this, man. It's a lot of, okay, yeah. Wait, is that a liquid? Okay. And so TSA is not, basically, TSA is not being paid right now, okay? And the thing is, they're still being like, hey, can you come in to work? And they're like, are we gonna get paid? No, come on, but still come in. They're like, fuck that, dude. Like, I don't think anybody wants to go to work for free, especially TSA, you know what I mean? And so a lot of TSA are not showing up. And I know a lot of you guys have heard this, but we're in Pleasanton, there's not an airport, so maybe you don't know, okay? But unless you guys built an airport recently, I don't fucking know about that. You're like, it flies to Livermore. So TSA is not getting paid, and so they're not showing up to work, and so as a result, lines at the airport all around the country are like super long, right? So Trump, genius, right? Trump, very stable genius, is like, send ICE there. That'll make everything better. And so they basically sent ICE to the airports, and ICE is there basically helping TSA, okay? Now, obviously, let's be honest, being TSA is not that hard of a job, okay? So, you know, if anybody can do it, ICE probably, right? Okay? But, like, it's a weird mix. ICE and TSA is a weird mix, okay? Because ICE is people who got rejected from the military, right? And TSA is people who got rejected from mall security. So it's a very strange combination. You know what I mean? TSA doesn't allow liquids, ICE is solid liquid, so it's very yin and yang. It's like ice and water. And so yeah, they're there. They're just hanging out. And I saw them. I went to the airport. I saw ICE there. It was so weird. They're just wearing their masks, just walking around like yeah. It's just like, is it COVID again? What the fuck's going on? And yeah, they're just walking around masked up. To be honest, not really doing shit. I went to the Oakland airport, and I saw an ICE officer coming down the escalator. First time I ever saw them de-escalate, right? All right, fucking, when you land a political joke at Pleasanton, you fucking made it, dude. You know what I mean? That shit would have not worked in San Ramon, I'll tell you that much. It's just crazy. It's ironic. It's San Ramon. They already deported a Ramon. You know what I mean? Yeah, so the ICE officer comes down, he's just doing nothing. And I'm there like struggling with my bags because I have a bag of of cameras, I have my bag of merch, I'm going on the road, I have my regular bag, I have my little bag, I have my backpack, and I'm just there kind of struggling. And I look at him, he's just like, "Duh." And I was like, hey man, can you help me with my bags? He's like, nah. I was like, where are my tax dollars going? I'm like, please just help me like carry one of these bags. He's like, no. I'm like, there's a small Guatemalan child in one of them. He's like, all right, I got it. And then boom, help me take my bags up. And then we took my bag. We took my bags to go get them checked. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna check these. And I'm gonna take these with me. He's like, I don't get it. We have to separate. I'm like, we have to separate the bags like a family. And I'm gonna deport these ones and take these ones for an uncomfortable amount of time. And yeah, so they're all around. And so a lot of people are now not showing up to the airport because ICE is there, which, okay, kind of a flex by the Trump administration. You know, you got to admit, like, they did that on purpose to be like, all right, now people are going to be weary. And in some places, ironically, the lines have gone down. But, like, this is bad for business. Like, flying is a huge industry in the United States. Like, the airline industry is already so fucked by everything else going on, and now you're gonna scare people from going to the airport? It's spring break, and you sent ICE to the airport. The fuck you doing? Nobody's like, let's go to Cancun. Hold my bags. And so yeah, it's bad for business, because like a lot of people fly. Like, do you know how many non-citizens in this country fly? Fucking all of them. That's how they got here. So now you're gonna have motherfuckers coming in by boat and shit, so... You know, and so yeah, so it's just weird. If you go to the airport, it's just a very awkward vibe. It's very tense. Everybody's walking on thin ice, and it's just so weird to say this as an Arab American who grew up post 9/11. But I just want to be alone with TSA again. I miss your touch, baby. But yeah, it's fucking crazy, man. You know, I used to have a policy like 4 or 5 years ago. I didn't like to make Trump jokes because it was just too oversaturated. Like every fucking comedian was making Trump jokes, and I was just like, this shit's fucking annoying. But then now in this term, he's doing so much shit. If I didn't make Trump jokes, my head would fucking explode. I just don't get it. I mean, because like, you know, I know people who voted for him like 7 times or whatever, and the thing is, people who love Trump, they fucking love Trump. You know what I mean? They fucking love Trump so much so that you have like a brand of people who are just now waking up and being like, now hold on a second. I'm noticing the gas prices are a little higher than he promised. And I was like, that's where you draw the line, motherfucker? The fucking gas prices? Did you not see what fucking led up to that? But the guy's, I mean, I will admit he's inherently funny, but that's not enough. You know what I mean? It's not enough, okay? I'm funny doesn't mean I get to be problematic, okay? But it's crazy. You know, Trump's grandfather was an illegal immigrant. Yeah, like his wives. I'm kidding. I don't know their status, but yeah, but Trump's grandfather was an illegal immigrant. He came from Germany, like the greats do, and just... People are like, why are you comparing Trump to Hitler? I mean, he fucking came from Germany. I mean, it's pretty easy. But yeah, so Trump's grandfather, he came in from Germany. He did not fill out his paperwork. He just fucking picked up and left Germany. Back, you know, if you've ever been to Germany, they have rules, okay? Even back in the fucking 1900s, they had rules. They're like, you gotta fill out this paperwork. He didn't fill out none of that shit. He came straight to America. But back then, it was, I guess, chill. Yeah, so he, you know, his grandfather, he got right into the country because I guess ICE wasn't at the airport that day. And he was on a boat out of there, probably. Okay, that's some fucking logic right there. Fucking. Now hold on a second. You're telling me that there was airplanes in 1888? Smart crowd here in Pleasanton. Fucking always one step ahead, you guys. So his grandfather just gets in. But he apparently he doesn't find any success in America, right? He tries, he doesn't find any success in America, okay? Oh, and so he moves to Yukon, okay? Not University of Connecticut, but Yukon, which is a province in Canada, or as Trump would say, the 51st state. And so he moves there, and he starts one of the most wholesome businesses you can, a brothel. Or as Trump calls it, a beauty pageant. And okay. If you don't like this joke so far, you're not gonna like the rest. But everything I'm saying is factual. I mean, you can look this shit up. So grandfather moves to Yukon, opens up a brothel, and spoiler alert, the brothel's a hit. Okay, apparently the gentlemen love it. And this was Yukon back then. They were going through a gold rush, so the place was filled with men mining in the gold mines. And so they would come out and come to this brothel and just choose a lady, grab her by the pussy, and just basically that was their motto. I didn't write that. That was. And within a few years, this business was booming, and that's how his grandfather made a fortune, and that's how the Trump family got their money. Right? Because Trump's always like, people are always like, Trump's such a great businessman. Yes, he only started with a small loan of $1 million from his dad, whose dad inherited. It's brothel money trickling down. It's trickle-down brothel money. But apparently that was the business, because if you can make it in Yukon, you can, make it in other places, apparently. And that brothel business took off, and it was like the biggest brothel ever known to Yukon, and it was just huge in this gold mining community. So what I'm saying is, even his family history involves sex with minors. In all fairness, he probably doesn't do it anymore, just gold diggers. So, release the files, guys. Release the fucking files, man. Release them. Release them. Yeah, I'm glad we can all agree on that shit. I know this is gonna sound really weird, but I miss George W. Bush. You know what I mean? Like, not like him. He was a horrible person. He did so much horrible shit, but I just miss the times, Back when the government gave a fuck about us enough to, lie politely, Like, they don't even try no more, man. Like, Trump's about to get us into a nuclear war. Like, George Bush couldn't even say nuclear. Like, he would just be like, nuclear. I miss his, made-up words. Like, they misunderestimate me. Like, you go, buddy. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I'm a comedian. I deal with all sorts of dark topics. I transmute dark into light. But sometimes, man, the world's too fucking dark, and I gotta, take a break. That's why I went to Hawaii. And then I ended up going to Japan. And that's when everything fucking broke out, right? I was when the United States attacked Iran, I was in Hawaii, and I was touring Pearl Harbor. And I was like, now hold on a second. I was like, is this part of the tour? And I got the fuck out of there, went straight to Japan. I was like, have you guys heard of World War before? They're like, yeah. And I was like, I had a couple extra weeks, so I was like, fuck it. I gotta go somewhere where nobody's thinking about the global situation, So, in Pleasanton, there was no direct flights. So I went to Thailand. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking relax. Thailand's beautiful. I've been there once before. It's a beautiful tropical environment. Everything is fucking so cheap, okay? It's like Pleasanton, but cheap. You know what I mean? So it's not like Pleasanton at all, basically. It's Pleasant Island. It's not an island. But basically, so I went to Thailand. I was like, I'm gonna tune this shit out. I'm gonna turn off the news. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna go get a massage, okay? And I was like, just for 2 fucking hours, I don't want to think about this war at all. I'm gonna go get a massage. So I get in there, and the massage therapist, she's like, where you from? I was like, America. And she was like, boom, boom. I was like, what? She's like, boom, boom. America, boom, boom. Iran, boom, 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 boom. I was like, can't fucking escape this shit. She starts massaging me. She's like, so much boom, boom, America. Boom, 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 boom. I was like, stop it. I came here to get away from the boom, boom. Finally, she stops, and then she's massaging me. I fall asleep. It was beautiful, blissful sleep. And then she turns me over, and she's like, you want boom, boom? I was like, what the fuck? What? She's like, boom, boom, $50, boom, boom, $50. I was like, no, I left America to not pay for boom, boom. Do you understand? I miss it. I miss back when they lied, when they gave a fuck what we thought, when they're like, there's weapons of mass destruction. You know what I mean? Now they're like, they don't even have nukes in Iran, but they're like, but they might one day, possibly. Like, we're living off of a fucking chance here. It's crazy. It's crazy, you know, and it's also reminiscent, you know, if you grew up during the Iraq wars, plural, you know, you saw the same shit happen over and over again. At some point, you're like, wait, are we doing this shit fucking again? You know, and they're like, no, we gotta bring them democracy. It's like, I've heard that before. Vietnamese. And that's the thing, you know, like, people who come here from other parts of the world and around the world, people hate us around the world because of our government, but here's something you should know. People from the United States have a good reputation as people. People talk about us around the world, they're like, yeah, they're genuinely good people. Occasionally there's some fuckheads who fuck it up, obviously. But people talk about us as you know, they're like, oh, Americans are always so friendly, they're always so happy, it's like they're straight from Pleasanton or something, you know? Well, people hate us because of our fucking government, because our government is fucking ruthless. It's like we have the audacity to call other entities terrorists when, like, we will relentlessly fuck up a nation's economy till it's so bad that we have to bomb them. It makes no fucking sense. Like, and this is all part of our military that we pay taxes for. It goes on in the Pentagon. They're fucking planning that shit, and they do it. They do it without remorse. They do it, no remorse. Where their fucking remorse, it left. I don't know where the remorse went. It left a long time ago. That's why it's called the Repentagon. We always say we're gonna spread democracy. We're gonna spread democracy all over the world, and we go and we fuck up a country. We fuck them up so bad. We metaphorically just fucking shit on the country, and this is all because of a few demons at the top. A few demons. They may not even work in the government. They're just very rich, powerful people who are controlling. They're profiting off of both sides of every war. And these fucking demons are just shitting all over the world. Shitting all over the world. It's a sea of shit. It's not democracy, it's demon crap sea. Okay, that's what it is. And Iran is it's an ancient empire. It's been around for so long. The word Iran comes from an old Persian word, Iran, which translates back to meaning the land of the Aryans. Land of the Aryans. And our government's taking that shit a little too seriously. They're like, wait a second. Is that ours? All right, for Pleasanton, Aryan means... It means people in Pleasanton. That's what it means. It means white people. Think of it. It's spelled Aryan. It's like, oh, I know Orion. You know what I mean? That's Aryan. And so like the thing is they're trying to sell us that there's going to be regime change, but if you've been studying or if at all familiar with Iran and the geopolitics of the region, it's not going to be an easy regime change. It would literally take years of war and boots on the ground, and that's why you have to oppose it from the fucking start, because at some point you just go too far and there's no fucking turning back. We are right before that point. Literally right now. We're literally right before that fucking point. We are right fucking there. It's already fucked, but like we're right fucking there, dude. Because Iran, the thing about the government in Iran, the IRGC was designed to be coup-proof. Okay, coup-proof meaning they designed the structure of the government and the military so nobody could take it over. Because I don't know if you're familiar with the 1900s, but Iran was taken over like 5 different fucking times. And it was our fault every single fucking time, even if indirectly. And so like there was a point where Iran switched governments like 5 times in the span of like 40 years. You could be at the table with all the former leaders. They'd be like, see that place? I ran that shit. You know what I mean? It just, and we did that. We fucking did that. And so that's why what I'm saying is, you know, this war is actually, it is a big deal. And I do think that every American should oppose it and do whatever the fuck they can do to tell their Congress people, the president, just fucking no. I get this is a comedy show, but I understand. I just want to drive that point in because we're in Pleasanton. Okay? But yeah, okay. For the people who don't give a fuck, this war is fucking expensive. okay? Start there. Start with your belly if you need to, okay? Because this war is fucking expensive. We are dropping billions a fucking day. The craziest thing about this war, the most expensive part of this war is the missile defense systems. This is the craziest fucking part because we have missile defense systems on all of our military bases in the Middle East, which we fucking put there to try to fuck with Iran. That's why they're there. And basically, when Iran shoots a missile or a drone, we have to shoot another missile to take that shit down. And every time it costs about $15 million. And Iran is knocking those motherfuckers out with drones they made for like $5, okay? They got kids being like, oh, boom, 15 mil down. And as an American, you just watch that shit like, oh, there goes my healthcare. Oh, fuck, there goes our bridges. Oh my God, the education system's falling all over Dubai. It's crazy, dude. I was in a grocery store parking lot. I overheard a mom and her son. The son was like 5 years old. He's like, Mommy, why can't we afford eggs? And she's like, honey, because we need missiles for our missiles. He's like, but what happens when we run out? She's like, well, then it's a fucking free-for-all. Ironically, we were at Target. But I think the government, and if you're not awake to this, the government spins it in the way they're like, well, Iran is a threat to our military bases in the Middle East. The bigger question is, why the fuck do we have military bases in the Middle East? They are there to conquest the land. And if you look at a map of our military bases, they're all surrounding Iran. You're like, that's kind of weird. It's almost like they're pointed directly at them. And this was the whole plan from the get. We put these military bases in these other countries saying we're there to protect you, when really we're putting them in danger. Dude, Dubai. I used to go to Dubai, and I was always conflicted about Dubai just because they were complicit in the Gaza genocide. They funded a genocide in Sudan. And so, good. Thanks for taking Bart here, by the way, guys. You know those people aren't from Pleasanton. But so I would go to Dubai and I would be like, I'm hesitant to spend money here. So people would be like, just come here and just don't spend money. I'm like, it's kind of hard. It's called Dubai. You fucking Dubai shit, you know? And so if you've ever been to Dubai, I mean, it's fucking beautiful because they put so much money in it. They build these high skyscrapers. It's like the Vegas of the Middle East, they say, except without the hookers and the gambling. It's basically Vegas if you just do buffets. But the food in Dubai is fucking amazing. Their sweet treats, their sweet stuff, their desserts is the best. It's some of the best in the world. And Dubai has built this reputation on being this like clean looking, very safe place. And now they're getting hit with fucking missiles from Iran that are actually falling into Dubai because the missile interceptors are running out. And it's a fucking scary sight, dude. I saw a building in Dubai that got hit. It was fucked up, dude. It was like, there was like wires coming out. It was all green from the chemicals. And on the outside, it was charred brown. It looked like Dubai chocolate. You ever had Dubai chocolate? That shit is fire, dude. Sorry. But yeah, man, it's... You know, the Middle East didn't used to have oil. They were just people just living on top of a shit ton of oil. Never knew that shit. And then I think some British motherfuckers, it's always those motherfuckers. They found the oil, like, oh, hello. And then since then, they just wanted to drill all over the Middle East for basically the last century plus. And that's why the United States has been so interested in literally every Middle Eastern country that has oil. And the last one they have not gotten is Iran. So that's why we're doing that, okay? But the only country that has more oil than Iran in the Middle East is Saudi Arabia. And so we made a pact with them very early on. In the 1970s, when we ran out of gold to back our dollar, the United States, the CIA had this brilliant idea. They said, let's go to the Saudis and we'll make them an offer. They said, we will forever protect you. Any protection you need, we got you. All you got to do is when you sell your massive amounts of oil, you sell it in American dollars. And they're like, that sounds fair. Okay. And they fucking did it. I mean, that's like some high school bully shit. Just like, I'll fucking protect you if you give me all your lunch money, you know? And so that created what's called the petrodollar, and that's the foundation of essentially the global economy, at least the Western side of it. And it's now completely fucked because of what's going on, because now Saudi Arabia doesn't feel safe anymore because they're getting attacked, right? And oil is just fucking going up. It's going up. It's going up. I don't know if you've been down to the old Chevron. Okay. And so it's now a time where the petrodollar is going to fall, and you're going to see other countries emerging. I'm moving to Mexico, and I'm starting an oil refinery there. We're selling all in Mexican currency. It's called the Pedro dollar, and the Pedro dollar, and yeah, so you just have you have that. That's scary. Okay. But here's the thing. I genuinely do believe, because there's two paths right now. There's the path where this becomes another forever war, and there's the path where Trump miraculously ends it by being an idiot. Which he's actually done shit like that before. It's a beautiful thing. That's what you do got to give it to Trump. He starts shit because he's an idiot, but he also ends it because he's an idiot. And I think it's going to end because, and I don't stand for any government, okay, but I will give it to the Iranians to say they have a lot more restraint and humanity than the United States does, because they've exhibited it every fucking time. And that's just a sad truth when you just look at the track record. And I mean, they're making trailer videos to this war. They released an AI video where it was like children. It started with like an indigenous person in America looking up the sky. Then it was a child in Gaza. Then it was a girl on Epstein's island, which is kind of like a troll, but they put it there. And then it showed an Iranian missile coming and hitting what looked like the Statue of Liberty, but it was actually a statue of Baal, the devil that the evil fucking elites worship. And then it was like, and then it was like one vengeance for everybody. You're like, I kind of like that, actually. It's not, like, the imagery's on point. But the thing is, Iran has no incentive to end this war because, A, they're winning financially. They're just burning fucking $50 drones while we're burning 15 million, and they still control the Strait of Hormuz. They're still selling oil. They've upped the price on their oil, and we're the ones who are losing the sales. So they're actually winning the war, because I know some people are like, no, but Trump just said we were... No, so they're actually winning the war. But here's the funny part, okay? Trump said he was talking to the Iranians, and the Iranians were like, nah, we didn't talk to him. He's like, no, we were just talking on WhatsApp. We're about to work out a deal. They're like, we have not talked to this motherfucker at all. Which is like funny in itself that Trump's just saying shit. He's like, I talked to a guy, I think he was in Iran. He said he was a Nigerian prince, like... Which it's funny in itself, right? But what would be even funnier is if they did talk to Trump, but they're just pretending like they didn't. In the ultimate troll move, they're like, I don't know what the fuck this guy's talking about. I don't know what he's doing. It's like, it's gaslighting the gaslighter, you know what I mean? It would be funny if, like, they were talking on WhatsApp and they were making a deal, and then they just deleted all their messages. He's like, wait a second, I swear that shit was here. He's like, they left me on red. But yeah, they're saying they are talking. But, it's just really, the United States is still technically the most powerful country in the world. We just have to fucking use that power for good. You know what I mean? And I do genuinely believe that the overwhelming majority of people in this country are inherently good people. And I know this because I've been to Dublin, Pleasanton, San Ramon, Alamo, Danville. Okay? For the one person from Sunol, thank you. Livermore. Okay? Tracy, if you're here. Okay? I know. I love Tracy. Okay? She's my favorite. Okay. I forgot Los Gatos? We're a long way from Los Gatos, man. Shout out to Los Gatos. Okay. All right. Sacramento. Where? Morgan Hill. You guys, what the fuck you doing? Thank you for driving up. I do shows in the South Bay as well. Thank you so much for coming. I thought this was a 925 exclusive. Okay? And shout out to Stockton. If you're here from Stockton, thank you so much. Jeremy Meeks follows me, by the way. I don't fucking know. Mission San Jose. Fremont fucking shout out, dude. That's my high school. Sorry. That's my high school. Okay. But yeah, it's just there is a small group of motherfuckers in this country who just need to shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? And stop ruining it for everybody. Fuck Lindsey Graham. That guy can suck a dick, dude. Fuck Lindsey Graham. And I know we're in Pleasanton. Lindsey Graham he's a senator from South Carolina, which is like where, right? And he's what's called the neocon. A neocon is somebody who just wants to interfere with other parts of the world for no fucking reason, okay? I'm more of a mind my own fucking business guy, okay? But Lindsey Graham's out there, he's like, we're gonna get Iran, we're gonna take Iran. And he's such a fucking weirdo, dude. And I, as a public figure, I do not advocate for violence. I'm not wishing any violence upon any person. I just want to see that motherfucker get tickled till he dies of old age, you know what I mean? It's like, we're gonna take Iran. Fuck Ted Cruz. Fuck Ted Cruz, man. For those of you who don't know, Ted Cruz is a senator for Cancun, Mexico. He's also a neocon. He's like, we're gonna get Iran. We're gonna take the Strait of Hormuz. Like, focus on the gay of Ted Cruz. How about you focus on that? Because that's the ultimate, ironically, the ultimate trump card that Iran played was the Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz is a small little passage of water right next to Iran that basically goes into the Middle East, and it's where a huge percentage, I think like 20% of the world's oil flows through there. A lot of very important goods, a lot of goods and services that eventually come to America from Asia come through the Strait of Hormuz. And all Iran had to do be like, yeah, we're shutting that shit down. And that's when Trump was like, I don't actually like this war anymore. Do you guys want to stop playing war and play house again? And so they're like, yeah, they're like, we can shut down. And so what they did was, they're like, all right, how about this? We're going to open up the Strait of Hormuz, but not for you, okay? And Trump was like, no. And they're like, fuck it. What if we still come through? They're like, we're going to shoot you down. And then so Pete Hegseth was like, yeah, you guys should probably try it out, see what happens. And every fucking ship captain was like, fuck no, dude. So they said, we're shutting down the Strait of Hormuz for anybody who's participating in this war, and has been very effective. All of a sudden, every fucking other country in Europe was like, yeah, I think I'm good, actually, Trump. I'm gonna go, kind of want to go home. Because here's the mistake, and here's why being a neocon always fails. It's because other parts of the world have been run by other people for so fucking long that they understand the nuance of those regions. They understand how to work those regions because it's their land, it's their And so Iran has managed the Strait of Hormuz for a very, very long time. They're very familiar with it. They've embedded it with military. They know how it operates. There's no reason why we should try to take that from them, even if we have other issues with them. You don't just fucking take someone's strait. You know what I mean? You don't just take a body of water and name it the Gulf of America. You don't do things like that. It's gonna be like Strait America. You can't. I get it. You want to have good you want to have prosperity for your country. Fucking great. Do it the fair way. What's the fucking point? We're saying we don't want to. No, we don't care about immigrants. We are okay with having immigrants here as long as they do it the legal way. Fine. Then fucking practice what you preach around the world. Man. Practice what you preach. Do it the fair, legal way. You can't just take shit because that'll fuck everything up. And that's what happened with the Strait of Hormuz. Here's the best analogy I can give you. You ever sit on the toilet, you try to force that? Right? It never comes out. You can be like, I'm gonna force it, I'm gonna make it come out. It's not gonna come out. It comes out when it wants to come out, okay? And it's not just magic, okay? It's not that your asshole is going, right? It's that your colon's a big U shape. I don't know if you know this. It goes like that. It's like the Strait of Hormuz. It's like, right? And when you try to force it, it constricts, and it's like, no more boats. No more boats unless I approve. And it just goes, sure. But you're like, I'm going to force it. I'm going to make it come out. And it just, everything stops. The whole body economy shuts down. And now you're just constipated. Because you tried to play God, and you tried to obtain something by force, and now you're just full of shit. Thank you guys, Tommy T's. I love you so much.